launch it? Nope.
I just did.
Nice.
I literally just did. So should I release this one and then the deep fake, or deep fake and then this one?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'd say do the deep fake because maybe we had some relevancy in something. I don't remember what we talked about.
Sure we did.
It was like a month ago.
It was longer than that, I think.
Was it longer than that? It feels like it's been a while. It's been some time. Rumbling the tumbly.
That's my chair.
The little.
Yeah.
Oh, that was your stomach.
A second ago was my stomach. Right now it's my
It
chair.
sounded the same. That was weird. I'm not close enough. Whoa. Oh, that's your phone.
It's the phone. I'm sorry.
Picked up the phone and it blasted my ear with like a friggin' hurricane. Like Hurricane Katrina, or like Hurricane Tortilla. If you don't know that, you don't know that meme. Probably
Nope.
not. Okay, never mind. I feel dumb now. Reality TV. I feel dumb now. That seems mean. I'm not gonna say that. Is it?
I forgot how to Instagram. How do I do this? What?
Okay.
How do I do the thing? How do I do the thing where I do the thing?
I don't know what you're trying to do. Oh man. Oh, Richard.
What?
Okay, so we're gonna record on the 27th.
Are we even able to?
Yeah. Why wouldn't we be?
That's the Vision Rescue Party.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. We are coming over for Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then we'd have to record. Okay. Where's that at anyway?
Dairy Ashford skating rink.
I think we can still do it.
We'll figure it out.
This is Halloween. It's the week of Halloween. So we have to have our third annual. It's our third time.
Is it?
Doing a Halloween episode. No, is it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it is. Because Spooky Cookies was the first one. Remember Spooky Cookies?
Yep.
Spooky Cookie.
So I guess we're live.
Hey. Bingo, bango, jingo, jango, slingo.
Really?
Slingo.
Bingo, bango, jingo, jango.
Slingo, slango. Oh, I did that too.
I don't even understand what you're talking about right now.
I don't understand what I'm talking about either. Yeah. Go chat, go. Go chat, go.
How's the audio on the live stream sounding?
I don't know. You ready? How would I know that, Rick?
Well,
It's muted.
we're talking and it'll play. Okay, that sounds fine. Sounds good.
That sounds really good. Go chat, go.
Sounds buttery.
Sounds silky smooth.
Buttery.
Silky butter. Silk butter. I sound like what's her name? The person that dropped the N-word. She's a cook.
There's a lot of them.
She's a cook.
Oh,
Paula Dean.
Paula Dean.
Yeah.
Deep fried lasagna.
That sounds good. Right?
Yeah,
I
like
mean-
in an episode, she literally took a square lasagna. She froze it
And then deep.
so that it would be like it would stay together.
Mm-hmm.
And she battered it and then deep fried it.
Why would anybody eat that? Like, it sounds really good, but it also sounds disgusting.
Sounds like you'll die.
It sounds disgusting,
Yeah.
right? That's like a time when we made cheeseburger meatloaf, and it was your face. It was the greasiest meatloaf, but it was like
Didn't I eat
it
that?
had
Weren't
bacon.
we
It was
here?
a bacon cheeseburger meatloaf. Actually,
Weren't we here?
I don't know. Maybe
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know, but I think you maybe did eat some of it. It was at the. It wasn't here. It was at the apartments. Yeah, my mind is going back to that, going, oh, it sounds so good, and it was like really good. But like, you know, when you eat something and it's like, this is terrible for me,
Yeah.
even though it tastes kind of good.
Yeah.
It's like anytime I go to Taco Bell,
Yeah.
'cause Taco Bell's pretty trash.
It is trash. Speaking of
It's
trash,
trash. Oh,
we haven't even.
we haven't even started. Rick is. That was the greatest transition ever. You're so good. Did you think I was just rambling on about food while we were? But
we haven't even started the show
started
yet.
the show though. Of course, I'm rambling on about food. I like how you thought I was doing it during the show. Like Jose has just gone off the deep end talking about the stupid food, and you're like, I need to rein it in. I like how that was your thought. I need to rein this in before he continues talking about fast food. Anyway.
Let's do this. Let's go. I just yawned and did the kitty
oh my
cat
gosh!
class.
Why are you rushing me? I don't like being rushed.
I know you don't.
Silky smooth butter.
I think
Deep-
I have
deep fry.
I have a Rick thought.
You have a Rick? You want to do a Rick thought? Bring it back old school.
It's not a nighttime Rick thought. It's just more like a Rick question.
Okay.
But
You want to
we'll-
do it now, or do you
No,
want to
no,
do it in
no,
the
we'll
show?
do it in the show.
Okay.
We'll do it in the show.
Ready? Hi, and welcome to It's Going to Get Stupid. My name's Jose,
I'm Richard.
and welcome to your favorite pop culture podcast. Coming at you after not coming at you
For a while.
for a while. I don't know. I didn't know how to transition. That was bad. But
It
it's
was
okay.
bad, but it's okay.
It's worth
This
it.
is a shaking out the sillies episode.
Yeah.
That's my phrase.
This is
That's-
getting the rust off the gears.
Yeah.
You know what really grinds in my gear? No, I'm not going to do that. So, hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for being patient with us. We just have large families. And
It's
a
not
lot
like
of
you pay us.
Wow. But if you did, it would be the same result. Just letting you know. Not like it would be any different. But you should still pay us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So we've been out. Honestly, I haven't watched a lot of stuff movie-wise in the theaters because it's just been crazy busy.
Yep.
And really nothing has I mean, there's things that have come out that I wanted to see, but
Nothing that you had to see.
nothing
in the
that I'm
theater.
like, yeah, I got to go see this
Yeah.
movie. So our last movie watched, maybe a show. Who knows? Anyway, so today we're going to be talking because I was telling Rick about the trash TV that I watch because I love watching trash TV. But I had a thought about reality TV because it has come a long way.
Also trash TV.
Some of it is, some of it's not. But before we get into that, if you want to shoot us an email, you can reach us at itsgoingtogetstupid@gmail.com.
You can tweet us at IGTGS show.
You can book the face on Facebook /itsgoingtogetstupid.com. Well, facebook.com /itsgoingtogetstupid.
You can instantly gram something at It's Going to Get Stupid.
You can visit YouTube and type in "It's Going to Get Stupid" podcast, and you'll have access to our streaming show on the cameras. Hello, camera. Hello, chat.
Hello, chat room.
And if you catch us on a Sunday when we're actually recording, then you'll see us live.
Yeah.
If not, you'll see a recording. So there
Yep.
you go.
And then you can also find us on Twitch every now and then. We're streaming for a bit, and then
we didn't stream our win.
we didn't. Oh man,
Yeah,
we
it's
didn't even
terrible.
record it.
No, we didn't stream our win.
So Jose and I play Apex Legends almost nightly,
And we're getting better.
and we are. Well, I'm getting better. Jose is
Am I
still.
getting worse?
No,
then?
no,
Is
no.
that-
You're still good. It's just I'm finally like catching up to where Jose probably never started at.
We just need a
So-
third. We just need a third.
Yeah. So we do play, between like 10 and 11
Central time.
Central Time
Just in
almost
case.
every night.
In case anybody's in a different world.
You can find
Well,
us on
not world,
Twitch
but-
at It's Going to Get Stupid.
You can give
uh,
us a call at 281-698-7538.
Yeah.
I read that off the screen. And if you call us live, you'll be on the air. If not, you'll still be on the air because we'll play your little message.
Yeah.
Your little message from you little people. No,
You just demeaned our audience.
That's what I do. That's
or
I'm good
degraded.
I'm good
Is-
at that. Demean, degrade, something, dehumanized.
There you go. That's
cool.
what I was looking for.
So, for me, reality TV really. I mean, there's always been reality TV, right? So, there's like segments of reality TV because cooking shows are reality TV, right?
Sure.
But it used to be like a normal cooking. Like, I'm going to show you how to make a meal. Now it's like, hey, let's have all these cooks compete.
And
to
every time you make a
meals.
mistake, you got to take a shot.
That's literally what cooking shows are like, right? They're like, there's always some super challenge or like, hey, here's a box of poo. Make some food with
Yeah.
it. It's literally like, here's some of the weirdest sardines and
Yeah.
toothpaste. Make a meal. Would you want to eat that? Like, I kind of don't want to eat any of this stuff.
No.
They say it tastes good, but does it really taste
No,
good?
it doesn't.
I think my favorite reality cooking-ish show right now, because I used to like Iron Chef. I thought that was pretty good. It was fun, right? Is Nailed It.
I couldn't get into it
Really?
on Netflix.
Yeah.
Couldn't get into it.
I mean, aside from the theatrics, because it's very terribly scripted.
Yeah,
Very terribly scripted.
Yeah.
But I do like seeing the cooks like do a bad job.
I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah. It's the host.
It is.
It's 100% the
It's
host.
100% the host.
I'm telling you, she's just awkward.
She,
Awkward host.
she doesn't sell it for me.
Nope, she's an awkward host.
Yeah.
Like too much. Like she's as the children say nowadays, extra. She's a little extra.
She's not lit.
No, she's not lit. She's extra.
Yeah.
She's like trying.
Well-
It's like she's trying too hard.
So, Netflix has a big thing with comedians, right?
Yep.
Like, eventually Netflix is just going to be the place where you go to see comedy
It's going to be
specials.
the other comedy. Remember that
Yeah.
comedy
Seesaw.
Seesaw? I think
Seesaw.
that went away.
Yeah, it did.
because
I think it got absorbed into Netflix.
Netflix was like, we just buy that.
Yeah. Netflix is huge for comedy, and I feel like they sign these contracts with people that are maybe comedians or, comedic actors, and they have to find a place for them.
Yeah.
And I feel like she is one of these people that they just had to find a place for. I don't know her name,
Yeah.
and I feel terrible.
She's not memorable. It's okay.
She's
Don't
not.
feel terrible.
She's not.
It's her fault. That is her fault for you not remembering her name, not your fault.
And so
As
I
a
feel
consumer.
like it's a fish out of water scenario, and
Like-
she doesn't sell it.
Like,
Like
Two Big Shoes.
she could maybe care less about cooking,
So
whatever.
she's not
Thi-
passionate about it either,
Right.
right? Because if she's
Right.
passionate about baking, then that would come through.
Right.
And sometimes she like makes jokes, and it feels like the contestants aren't even laughing at her
Yeah.
jokes, and I'm like, that's pretty bad if they're
Yeah.
not in on it, because this is like the third take.
Right.
So, so I wonder if that's a problem too. If like she has to do multiple takes, and
Yeah.
it just gets frustrating and annoying. I know there was someone from Houston on the show.
Sure.
Spring. Anyway, I like that.
We
like
went to high school with the contestant of Iron Chef, or
Oh,
one of the
really?
sous chefs.
What?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Plenio.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he's a really well known pastry chef,
Oh
now.
wow.
and so
Not
this
well
was
enough for me to know. Apparently.
this was probably a decade ago, but he was one of the sous chefs
Oh wow.
on Iron Chef America.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's.
I
Really
think he was
cool.
on there twice, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. So he's
Um,
one of the master chefs, sous chef, or did they hire like sous chefs to come on? the
No,
show?
like the master chefs bring people in
Okay,
that they
so
want
they
to
go
use.
find somebody and
yeah.
be like, hey, we want
Or
you to come
someone
on
that
the
they
show.
worked for in the past,
Got
and
you.
they bring them on. But yeah, that was I chatted with him about it like when it came
Yeah.
out, and it was
I like
pretty interesting.
Iron Chef.
Yeah,
I liked it.
my favorite is Master Chef.
Master Chef's pretty good, man.
Because
Master Chef or Master Chef Junior, Rick?
Master Chef,
Those kids on Master Chef Junior are weird, aren't they?
they're annoying.
Okay, cool.
They're very annoying. I'm sorry. Like
If
so-
your child is on
okay,
Master Chef
all right,
Junior,
I'm gonna say this about kids.
Whoa.
I'm gonna say this about children and like contests and
Yeah.
things like that. I don't want to see kids sing in competitions or do things that alongside adults unless it is a kids competition.
Well,
right.
Master Chef Junior is a kids.
I get that. It's still
Okay.
annoying. But like
America's Got Talent.
like America's
or-
Got Talent. I don't want to see some little kid sing because then it's just pandering to the audience.
Then you feel bad because like I don't want to tell that kid that they're terrible.
right. No one's going to do that. They're just going to like pass them through and be like,
Yeah.
"Oh my gosh, you're so amazing. I
For-
can't believe
for a child.
I can't believe as a child you have this amazing voice." And it's like, I don't care. I'm not going to go pay for a concert to
For
go
a
see
child.
a child sing.
And no matter how good they are, Rick?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Oh wow.
Nope.
Good to know.
Not gonna.
Good to know.
Not gonna happen. It's just not. Anyways,
So Master Chef.
Master Chef. I feel like it has a really good dynamic to it. I feel
Mhm.
like all the judges, and it was in the same vanity as like Top Chef, which
Yeah.
came out on like Bravo
Ugh.
or something. The thing about that is Top Chef was too fussy about everything.
Well, but it was also like very much like, hey, you have these 3 dishes.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like there's a challenge instead
Yeah.
of just like, hey, can you make some really good stuff? But
Right.
that's because those people were actual chefs.
Yeah.
These are like home chefs.
But Master Chef, I feel like the judges all have like they're really passionate about it. They
Mhm.
want to see people who came out of the kitchens just like they did, and rise to the occasion. And I feel like they do a really good job of telling people's story alongside of it. Hell's Kitchen, I would equate that to the trash TV
I love Hell's
of
Kitchen. Oh my gosh.
cooking shows, and I love that show
Yeah.
because it's such a mess.
But it's on
I love
purpose.
seeing
Well,
Gordon Ramsay.
But you
yell
see,
at
you
somebody.
see Gordon Ramsay
Yeah.
in MasterChef, and he's a totally different person.
100%.
I mean, he still is on them.
He'll
about
get
stuff,
in
right?
your
He can, like,
face.
but in Hell's Kitchen, he's just
He's degrading.
he's like so mean.
oh no, he's dehumanizing.
He's dehumanizing them. He's so mean that
Yeah.
it's like I want these people to get roasted.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever watched Hell's Kitchen and seen them make a mistake, and you're like, yes, when Gordon finds out he's gonna tear him a new one, you're so
Yeah.
excited.
It's
That's,
so good.
We're terrible people.
Yeah.
That's what it really is.
Yeah, 100%.
But that is what reality TV does to us.
Yeah.
It brings out the worst in us.
It does.
So I remember reality TV,
Or I will say it brings out the real
the real
person
wow,
in us.
okay, the reality.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so
I didn't really mean to do that.
You
but-
did. Good pun, Rick. So the first reality TV show I ever watched was The Real World.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's where the reality we have now.
Yeah.
Because before, reality TV was actually reality TV. There were things that were going on
Sure.
that were really happening.
Yeah.
Real World came out and said, okay, we like reality, but we want to change it just a little bit.
I thought the first season actually was pretty realistic, and same thing with like the first season of Road Rules. Like they were fairly tame in comparison to what's happened.
Yes, because it's not so scripted. It wasn't as scripted. It was definitely scripted.
Yeah.
And there were actors on the show.
Right.
That's the thing. And there's always actors on these shows now. There's never like these are just normal people living their
No.
day. It's all acting. It's
Yeah.
all trying to get into something, and it's just it keeps like you can't do the real world because it was like there were real situations that arise. It's so crazy.
Well, they inject
Yeah.
things
Well, they-
to create scenarios.
So much alcohol and so much
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Let's put all these people in a room and say the more the ratings are, you're going to be a star.
Yeah.
Because each season builds on the other
Yeah.
one. Oh man, look, that person was on Big Brother
Yeah.
and they rose to fame. So I'm going to be the villain.
Yeah.
I'm going to be this. I'm going to go try to sleep with everybody in this show. All that stuff. And you're just doing it not because you are even enjoying this game that you're playing. You just are thinking about past
You're in the
this.
game.
You're about past it. You're
Yeah.
past the game. That you're like, okay, what can I do to further my career
Yeah.
after this?
So what's funny is like there's one person that I've seen like actually come out of that fairly successful. I mean, he's had kind of a hard road, but there's a contestant named Theo Vaughn. He was
That sounds
on
familiar.
he was on a lot of the road rolls, and then he became a pretty much a series regular on the Real World Road Rules challenges
Mhm.
that they did. Now he's a stand-up comedian. He's got his own podcast.
Oh wow.
He does a really good job, and he has this weird like I feel like his voice is unique in the comedy world right now because it has like a southern flair to it, and just really weird stories that he tells, and it's pretty interesting. But he also has like a kind of a dark side. Like he kind of shares like a lot about his upbringing and his insecurities and stuff like that. But yeah, I would say he kind of stepped away out of that system to become something somewhat successful.
Do you know what this dude's full name is?
What is it?
Theodore Kapitani von Kumatowski.
Yeah, it is.
That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
he also has a mullet.
It just, yes, he does.
Purposely wears a mullet.
Oh my gosh, this guy! I just don't.
You should
like
listen to
him.
his
I already
podcast.
don't like.
You should
him
listen to his
at all.
podcast.
Anyway, so
I don't want to like him. He follows me on Twitter.
Wow, he loves you.
He
He's
does.
probably listens to the show. He's probably, hey Theo, what's going on? He's listening to the show right now. Getting some tips. That's good. I like that, Theo. But yeah, no. So I used to watch Road Rules in Real World when the first couple seasons when they came out, and it was interesting,
Yeah.
right? And that was when that was on MTV when they actually had music videos on MTV.
Right.
Then the success of Real World and Road Rules caused them to go away from having music videos on their show
Yeah.
on the channel and making it all reality.
Yeah.
So now we have a reality of like
No,
every
Well, then MTV2 got created to show music, and now
and now
MTV2
it's
is all reality.
too. So I mean, from MTV you had things like 19 and Pregnant and Cribs, even all these shows of like let's show what's really going on in Pimp My Ride. They're all like they're not real. None of it's real. None of it's really going on. And it's so scripted, and they do things like, oh, something happened. Well, we need to reenact it,
Right.
Because it needs to be on the show. Well, let's do it, and let's bring it up, for bigger, whatever, postulating, making it look amazing or look this is great or whatever.
Right.
And it's not. So now we have things like The Bachelor,
Ugh.
right, or The Bachelor in Paradise, or whatever all this is. Which those are so weird to me. I don't understand how anybody can like those shows. And I guess there's like interactions that go on, and there's characters.
Yeah.
But all those people are trying to get a paycheck and trying to get notoriety.
Well, they're trying to get their own Bachelor show.
Yeah.
Bachelor or Bachelorette show, just
or
depending.
whatever, or any kind of notoriety.
Yeah.
Get on a show, get something, act really well, so they get they get on something, a guest role on some kind of show.
Right.
And no one's in it for the real reason, which to me kind of degrades what marriage is.
Yeah.
To us.
Yeah. 100%.
And I don't know. I just don't. It's really weird that we're cheering on these people just like sleeping around with each other.
Yeah.
Really, really odd. Like it's a weird thing. Like at least with Survivor, that was a show where they had a goal and they were trying to do some stuff. And
you had to have you had to be able
Skills.
to you had to be able to win people over and play the game correctly and things like that. And sometimes your life would be in danger based on the game, or I also think you got to see real people's real mental state kind of start to show when you're on a deserted island.
I mean, it's all simulated, but the point is you do see people playing a game.
Yeah.
Right? So you look at what is that racing game? The one where they race around the world. The race. Is it called The Race?
Amazing Race.
Amazing Race. I knew there was race in the title. That kind of show where you're like, you're playing a game, you're also trying to stoop other people and do this. And it's there's reality there, but it's not full reality, obviously. But people love that stuff. I don't.
So what I don't get is I know a lot of millennials, and as an elder millennial, I feel like I can say this.
Elder millennial.
Yes. Because I'm right on the cusp. Both of us are.
Yeah.
We're not right in the middle of the millennial generation. I know a lot of millennials who are super they do a lot of activism. They do a lot of things that are, politically important, in societally.
Yeah, they have a lot of
culturally important. They're very opinionated, very well educated about things. They're making conscious decisions about what they're eating, who they're listening to, what they're doing for work, all these things. And yet they watch Bachelor in Paradise.
Like religiously.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like they can't help it.
And they all talk about it. Like and they do the challenge.
It'll go from a political conversation to did you see what so and so did to so and so?
They also watch the challenge at your office, like the real.
I'm
world,
sure they did.
I don't think it's called that anymore. It's just called the challenge.
Who knows?
And it's some silly show.
Sure.
And I just don't. They're talking about stuff and I'm like, did you see what she did? I'm like, she's acting. Yes, cool. That what she did. I don't care what she did. It's so weird. I will never watch reality show. I guess when I was watching Real World, I was in my teens. And then I continued watching some stuff.
Well, I think it's this thing where as a teenager, you kind of see this as not a goal, but that's what adults are doing.
You're trying to figure out what life is like.
Right.
So you're like, okay, well that's
and
how
then
they did it.
when you are that age, you either make that decision of this is what I want to mimic, or this is what I want to stay away from.
Yeah, this is what I want to avoid.
Right. And then when you get past it, you're like, these were the good old days, or I can't believe people watch this.
I guess we're in that.
I've been in the this is what I want to stay away from, and I can't believe people do these things anymore. Age for a long time.
It seems nonsensical. But then again, things I do. So, I mean, I watch guys with capes. I watch guys with capes fly around and a guy in a spider outfit shooting web out of his fingers.
We play video games.
Yeah,
that have no story.
They have no story.
I mean, it kind of has a story, but not really.
Just shooting.
Yeah,
shooting stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. There's reality. Reality TV is interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, so it's trash reality. There's trash reality for sure, where it's like, why are we doing that? And then there's shows like have you ever watched that one show where they're designing it's always on the Sci-Fi Channel where they're trying to do the movie,
costumes,
the makeup, the costume show? Yeah, the makeup show.
I watched it once.
It's interesting, but the banter, they make it's kind of like cooking shows where they're like, you only got 5 seconds left, and that's not. Come on,
that's just editing.
You're editing it to look more exciting.
Yeah.
So we watched a show called Fortune Fire.
Okay.
Love Fortune.
Oh
Fire.
yeah. Can it kill?
That's a great show, right? You watched it together before too. But that show also makes it seem like what is he gonna do?
Yeah.
The music's going and he's cutting the knife. I'm like, okay, obviously I look at the finished product. He has already finished that a long time ago. Get out of here with this. Dude, you don't have to make it so exciting. Can I just watch him cut stuff? I'm cool with that. I don't need you to make it. It does not need to be exciting at all. Because I'm watching the show to see the crafts. It's really cool to see the craftsmanship. Same reason I would watch a cooking show, even Iron Chef, like something like that, because I want to see how do they do this so quickly. Like there's skill involved with it. I'm cool with all that.
Yeah.
Just like the Survivor we talked about. There's
Yeah.
skill involved. When there's no skill involved, I'm kind of like, okay, all you're doing is manipulating people, which could be a skill actually.
Yeah.
But manipulating people to.
I mean, if you want to run for politics and
Yeah.
be
Do
the
you think
president of the
there's a
United
lot
States of America, sure, it's a good skill to have.
So tell us your thoughts on on reality TV. Did you grow up watching The Real World, or did you grow up watching Bachelor in Paradise?
And if you did, I'm sorry.
No. Do you still
For
like
both of
it?
them.
Like, I mean, there's those. We're about to talk about the last thing we watched.
Go ahead and hit unsubscribe.
There's some shows. There's some shows. There's a plenty of shows that I watch that I are.
Yeah.
You call them guilty pleasures. They're not even guilty pleasures. I tell you, I'm innocent about it. It's okay. This is what it is. But I like it. It's dumb. I know it. I know what it is. Anyway, tell us your experience with reality TV. It's going to get stupid at gmail.com.
Tweet us at IGTGS Show.
You can join the Facebook crowd at facebook.com/it's going to get stupid.
You can gram the Instas at It's Gonna Get Stupid.
You can go on YouTube, type in It's Going to Get Stupid podcast and find our live show on Sundays when we're recording, or you can find our recorded show.
And if you watch enough hours and you hit subscribe enough times, we'll actually get youtube.com/It's Going to Get Stupid.
Yeah, boy.
Sometimes you can find us on Twitch. We're going to try to start. I'm the one that has to do the stream. So we're going to start trying to stream more regularly as we play Apex.
And you can call us at 281-698-7538 and get us live on the air on Sundays when we're recording, or
leave us a voicemail.
leave us a voicemail and we'll play it on there. You know what's funny is I will never remember this phone number. Also, I can't remember my phone number at work, and if I don't have a sticky in front of me,
You can't
panic.
tell people where to call you.
Yeah, I panic and just say, I'll call you back. Because y'all know I'm in sales, and I'm terrible. I'm a really bad salesperson.
So
Anyway.
before we continue, because Jose's about to talk about some of the last stuff that he watched, which happens to be some trash television.
Yeah, boy.
Do you want me? It just dawned on me some shows that I've liked in my past.
Yeah, let's talk about.
Do you want me to start off, or do you want to go first?
No, you go first. You
About
go.
trash television.
Yeah, go ahead and talk about some trash television.
I loved the OC
Oh yeah, he did. He did.
prior
love the OC.
to Misha Barton's
What you
character death.
say?
No, this
was
was
after?
the California.
Oh, that's not. What is that one?
That was just an SNL skit.
No, that was.
Oh, that was
that was OC.
maybe it was.
It was.
I think it was after I stopped watching.
Someone
it.
got shot on the OC.
It might have been Misha Barton's
It might have been
character.
when she died.
Yeah, when she
What
died.
you say?
And I stopped watching it after
Really?
that. Yeah, I
Oh,
couldn't get
man.
into it. The other thing, and I just went
One
to
Tree
it.
Hill.
No, I never watched
Oh,
it.
sorry.
I did watch Dawson's Creek.
Oh yeah. I
Um,
don't wanna wait.
whenever we don't have cable at the house, right? So whenever I go to a conference or anything like that, there's TNT. TNT is always a station that's on, and there happens to be a particular show that is played in like an hour block every morning on TNT, and it's Charmed. And every time I'm out of town,
the old Charmed, because there's a new Charmed.
it's the old Charmed. The
Okay.
new Charmed is garbage.
Is it? You've
I-
tried to watch it?
So we tried to watch the first episode just to see if they would play "How Soon Is Now" by the Smiths
Yeah.
as the intro. Nope,
No.
not even mentioned. Every time I'm out of town and I have
You watch
cable,
Charmed.
and TNT is a channel that I have access to, I watch Charmed.
You know you can watch Charmed on Hulu.
Nope.
Like it's on Hulu.
Nope.
It's on
It's-
Netflix. Is it a good show? Because I've been wanting to watch Charmed.
No,
I mean-
no, it's not a good
You
show.
know what I mean, though? Like, is
It
it
is-
entertaining?
Sure,
Okay, good.
yeah, it is. It's trash.
It's trash.
Like it is
Like
solid
Buffy
trash.
Because Buffy was good.
No, Buffy was good,
I'm
but
sorry, I apologize.
Buffy had its moments
Yeah.
where there was some trash parts to it. But
So-
overall, Buffy and Angel were both good. Angel's actually
Angel's
surprisingly really good.
really?
Yeah. Especially if you watch them in parallel.
oh, really?
Yeah,
they go
because
along?
every now and then they intertwine, at least like 2 or 3 times throughout the seasons. Charmed is just straight trash, but in the best way.
in the best way.
Yeah.
Kind of like Riverdale.
Sure.
So I like Riverdale.
Yeah.
Y'all. I can't.
It happens
I
to be
don't
the
know-
last show he watched.
I don't know. No, it's not.
No.
It's American Horror Story.
Oh, that's right.
I'm talking about that new season. But yeah, I watch a lot of trash TV that's just not good. Riverdale. There's plenty other ones. The Flash. I mean, anything on
Yeah.
CW is pretty garbage, honestly. Arrow. I don't know. If you like those shows, that's fine, but they're not good. I mean, they're just all teen.
Maybe
drama.
the CW is how you spell trash in a different universe.
They're all teen drama. Like they interject so much drama into it that it's like coming out of your eyes. You're just like, but the point is like it's interesting because you're like, I wonder where this is going.
Yeah.
Like Rick's explained it, like I go and search out train wrecks and then watch the trains wreck.
Yeah. Like for people who love like, so if you're sitting in traffic and you see the accident happen in front of you, like you're I feel like you're genetically inclined to just sit there and watch it happen, right? Jose is like you're a storm chaser. You're the guy that gets into this weird truck and you're like, there's a tornado that's gonna appear over there, and you go for it. You go like dead into it.
True that. Okay, so for the last thing that I watched, other than Varsity, I just remembered I watched Varsity Blues again,
man.
which is great. I started because I watched this show called Absentia. Now I'll tell you this, it's on Prime, and it stars the lady from Castle. I can't remember her name. Anyway, the point is the show's. I was explaining to Rick, and his eyes rolled into the back of his head. Literally, it was just a dumb premise and everything. So it was so bad, and I wasted time watching it, that I went back and started watching American Horror Story, which if you've ever listened to the show, I watched every season. Well, up until the one I'm on now, which is the Roanoke one.
Stanocatic.
That's such a weird name. I can't remember. So this one, I didn't explain it to Rick because I wanted to get the full effect on the air. So it is a reality show within American Horror Story about a family living in a haunted house. So it's played like a reality show where they have actors reenacting the scenes that the real people who are different than the actors are talking into a camera. You get where I'm going?
Like it's just like white noise
so
in my face right now.
So they have some of the actors that are playing these parts. Cuba Gooding Jr. is in it, and so is what's her name, man? I can't remember her name.
Stanocatic.
No, it's not Stanocatic. It's not Stanocatic. God, what is her name, man? Anyway, this lady. So anyway, you can put Roanoke and find it out. So they're reenacting the scenes that are going on, and it's this crazy story about they're seeing ghosts, and these hillbillies want them out of the house, and there's this butcher played by Kathy Bates. Okay, so 5 episodes in, the story ends, right? So it ends with them escaping this whole murderous thing, and everything's fine. Okay, so the next episode, Rick, I'm thinking, where are they going to go? Because they still have like 5 more episodes. It is a addition to the reality show where he's going to bring all of the actors and the real people that were involved, put them in the haunted house for 3 days, and film it with with cameras. So it's a reality show within a reality show, within a regular show.
That's terrible. Sarah Paulson?
Sarah Paulson, yeah. Okay. Sarah Paulson plays the other lady. And so I did. This is like I've watched every season up until this one, and I'm trying to watch them in order. This one is by far it's not as good.
I've seen the promos for the current one.
Yeah.
Where it's like the 80s slasher.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with that.
That actually looks interesting.
Yeah. I can't, but I got to get to Apocalypse before I can watch it. So.
Okay, sure.
So yeah, there's just like 2 more. There's the cult one.
Yeah.
Where it's the election stuff and all the clown faces, and then it's the Apocalypse.
So reality.
It's the Apocalypse. Yeah, what we're doing now. It's the Apocalypse one, which is next.
Yeah.
Where it brings all the
so 10 years from now,
all the past people, like all the past seasons, kind of come into a head at this
right?
one.
Because the seasons aren't
self-contained.
directly connected.
They're self-contained,
right?
But it's weird.
But you see characters pop in.
Well, sometimes you'll see other characters pop in. They'll throw things in there, and it's not all the time.
Okay.
But the same actors play in each season. They just play different roles,
right?
And so I don't know how they're going to do it in Apocalypse when they have some people playing different roles, but it's the same actor.
Well, through the magic of television.
Well, no, but I mean, I'm interested to see who they bring back, because I don't know. This show is not good. Like honestly, it is. It's not good. Like it's a bad thing. It's just not good in that it's really weird and they try too hard sometimes.
Okay.
Like it's all about pig fetuses in this one. Like literally, it's always about pig fetuses. I don't know why. So. If you like American Horror Story, let me know. We can chat about it. It's just one of the many trash TVs that I watch.
Yeah. The last thing I watched, should I not spoil El Camino?
No, definitely don't spoil El Camino.
Okay.
Because I don't want to spoil El Camino for me.
Can I talk about it?
You can definitely talk about it. Just
Okay.
don't spoil anything, or I might punch you in the face.
So I watched El Camino, which for those of you who don't know, it's kind of a, what comes after? Is it prologue or epilogue that comes after?
Epilogue.
So it's kind of an epilogue to Breaking Bad. You see it follows Jesse Pinkman, like, because in the, so spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Breaking Bad,
You can spoil that.
you should, well, even still, if you have not seen, it's my phone.
Okay, good.
If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, you should definitely go watch it. It's 5 seasons. I think each season's like 13 episodes. There are some slow dips in the series. However, as a whole, it's easily one of the best things on television that occurred in the last like decade or two. Just a very good story, very strong acting, very strong writing. Everything was solid about it. In the very, I'm about to spoil the entire end of the series. The last time you see Jesse Pinkman, which is Walter White's partner, you see him driving off into the distance after he's been after Walter White broke him loose from the white supremacists that were holding him hostage to make meth for them. You see him get into an El Camino and drive off into the distance, and that's the end of Jesse Pinkman's story. El Camino picks up immediately after that. So there's no time jump. There's nothing. It picks up right after that. And it does a really good job of kind of closing out his story. I'm not going to go into detail about like what happens in the middle of it. As a huge fan of Breaking Bad, I thought it was great. I thought it was a great additional 2 episodes because it's about 2 hours long. So it's about the runtime of 2 episodes back to back. However, I will say there was parts of it that were a bit slow. It was a bit sad to see everything kind of run its course. It probably came out a little too late.
10 years too late.
Yeah. I mean, is that the time difference between when Breaking Bad ended?
Figure out when.
This should have come out not that long after the series ended, and I think it would hold up a lot better. I think it did a really good job for what it was, and I think you still see it's not like the Jesse Pinkman character aged or anything like that. Like he's still Jesse, right? They didn't try to make him not Jesse.
6 years.
6 years. So this should have come out like 3 years ago. Yep. They didn't try to make him not Jesse. They didn't try to make him like suddenly this like hero in the story or anything like that. They just continued on his story, but they brought it to a nice close. I would recommend it if you haven't watched Breaking Bad, go watch it, and then watch El Camino right after this. And I think it would be a lot more enjoyable, right? It was still really good. Jose, I think you should definitely watch it as a huge fan of the series. But yeah, I just think it should have come out sooner. And I get, there's time and things like that. They had to wait to, get on Netflix, to find the right home for it and find the right, I guess, for them to have the right amount of energy to put towards writing the story again. Mm-hmm. I thought they did a really good job of bringing the world back into place for where it left off.
Yeah. I think I'm going to start watching Better Call Saul too, because I heard it's really good.
There was nothing I missed. Like there wasn't, maybe there might've been a subtle reference in Better Call Saul, but there was nothing like where I felt like,
didn't make any sense.
It didn't make any sense. Yeah.
Well, I think first off, Better Call Saul is a prequel.
Yeah. And I don't think Jesse Pinkman's anywhere in Better Call Saul.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I recommend it. It was good. I won't spoil it. There's nothing really to spoil, but there's some nice closing scenes for things that happen.
So it brings some things to a close.
It definitely brings the story to closure, because when you get to see Walter White kind of become this terrible person and then kind of redeem himself, right?
By saving
up to his death.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he could have left Jesse to die.
He absolutely could have, and at that point in the story arc,
They weren't even.
he probably that would be expected
Yeah.
of him. So the fact that he goes in to save him in the last season, I think shows that bit of redemption
Yeah.
for him, right?
God, such a good show.
It- yeah,
Just
it
the
was- it
breakdown
was-
of a,
it
of
was
a-
really
of a
good.
man, dude.
Yeah,
just to be
Yeah.
broken into something terrible.
Yeah.
I might go watch Breaking Bad over again.
I mean, it's worth watching again.
I
It's
don't know,
such-
man. It's good, but I don't know. If I could watch
I've
it
run
again.
through it twice.
I don't know how you do that, man. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Unless it's American Horror Story. I'll watch
Apparently.
It. Watch that again.
Yeah.
It's the same old stuff.
No, I've run through the series twice, and I might watch it again and then watch El Camino right after it. But yeah, I mean, to my point, I lost my train of thought. You see Walter White's story of redemption right towards the end of it. He's not a good person,
No.
but he kind of, you're like, man, like I'm glad he did that. But then Jesse just drives off into the distance
That's
to
it.
either get arrested or get killed or whatever. You don't know, and he just drives off. And so that was always kind of a loose end. And I feel like this does a really good job of tying that up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You said it had Rick thought.
So we took our So for those of you who haven't listened to the show from the beginning, I want to say like the first 20 episodes,
Yeah.
we did these things called Rick Thoughts. And this isn't necessarily a Rick Thought.
Rick thought.
This isn't necessarily a Rick Thought. But we decided to take our kids somewhere yesterday. I'm not going to give away where we went because it's part of the question. But I looked at Holly and I was like, I'm going to speak in code because our kids are at the age where like I can't just say like, hey, do you want to go do this? Because if my wife says no, or if Holly says no, or
Kids are devastated.
yeah, then the kids are devastated, right? And then it's not good. So I told her, I was like, I'm going to speak in code. So I've initiated that I am not speaking correctly. The kids shouldn't understand what I'm saying. Let's try to have this discussion. So I looked at her. We're on the couch. We just finished watching a movie with the kids. And I said, this is very Houston specific. I said, I'm thinking of going to a place that is triangular in shape, that is next to a building with old dinosaurs in it, that has flying butter. Would you want to go, and do you think the kids would want to go? She had no idea what I was talking about.
She was like, flying butter. I can already see
That's what she got fixated on. She was like,
butter.
is this a place to eat or for entertainment? And I said entertainment, which completely threw her off from there. So anyways, I was trying to ask her if she wanted to go to the Cockrell Butterfly Center, which happens. So the building, it's a simulated rainforest. It is a triangular pyramid. It's a pyramid. It's a glass pyramid. It is right next to, like, connected to the Museum of Natural Science. Place with old bones in it.
And did you say old bones or dinosaurs?
I said old bones.
Yeah, that's okay. That's a little different.
Okay.
Yeah, because that could be a cemetery.
This is very true.
That's what she thought. She's like, a place where there's flying butter in a
and
cemetery?
I said flying butter because I didn't want to say butterflies.
Solid. She had no idea.
She had no idea.
Did you have to come out
No
and say
idea.
it?
I just had to mouth it to her silently. Yeah.
Flying butter, y'all.
Yeah. Flying butter.
The things we do to avoid. Honestly, I've probably changed my tone a little bit, but I used to be. I'm just gonna tell you what I'm thinking, and if
it doesn't happen,
if it doesn't happen, then they can deal with it.
Yeah.
because they'll be fine.
Yeah.
And there have been some times where kids got excited and we didn't go do what we thought we were gonna do. And Julie would be like, "Why did you even mention it?" I'm like,
I don't know.
I don't have time.
Yeah.
I can't read lips. Number one.
Yeah, I can't. Holly and I are pretty good about that, but sometimes we mess up.
Yeah. I can't read anybody's lips. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So we text each other usually.
Yeah.
And I used to spell before everybody can. Now my house can friggin' spell for some reason. Stupid. So yeah.
They're supposed to be homeschool children.
I know, right? It's supposed to be dumb as rocks. This is ridiculous. Kids are too smart. Anyway, that's all we got for today. If you want to drop us a line on email, it's going to get stupid@gmail.com.
Tweet us at IGTGS Show.
You can join the Facebook revolution at facebook.com/it's going to get stupid.
You can do something on Instagram at It's Gonna Get Stupid.
You can tube the U's at YouTube. If you
Wow.
search It's Going to Get Stupid podcast,
Yeah.
it'll show up there and you can look at our live show. And as Rick mentioned before, the more you watch, the more we get stuff. not money, but a YouTube address, which is what we want.
It
Also
is.
subscribe.
Yeah.
Click, hey, smash that like button and subscribe button, y'all.
And then find us on Twitch during the week, usually between 10 and 11 Central, playing Apex. Or give us a call at 281-698-7538.
How do they go? They just go to Twitch? And be
Yeah,
like,
Twitch / it's gonna get stupid.
okay, because you just said go to Twitch and find us magically. Do it.
If you were true fans, you'd have already subscribed
Oh,
and
sick
given us your
burn.
Prime subscription.
Dehumanizing. Why would they give us? But the Prime sub.
Yeah, the Prime sub.
Can you get Prime subs when you're not a Twitch
I think so.
affiliated? I don't think. You can. No,
yeah,
they can't even subscribe to us on Twitch. We're so low.
They can follow us.
Or they can follow. Please
Yeah.
follow me. That'd be weird. What if people just followed you everywhere?
Isn't that what we do anyways?
What?
With like social media.
Yeah, I know, but like in reality.
I was having this conversation about like, people like being able to see like your personal information, like
Before they know
like
you.
like wanting to like share only certain things like online and stuff like that. And I was like, for some people, like a lot of podcasts I listen to, I was like, this doesn't happen to us because we don't really have
Yeah.
people that interact with us in reality. But people like will listen to comedians on their podcast and think that they know everything about their lives.
Yeah.
So when they go see them in person, in real life, like they just go to them like they're best friends.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, side note, I Google and look up on LinkedIn and Facebook every single person at my company
So
that
do I.
gets an interview.
Yeah.
And especially if they get hired.
Yeah.
And so we had an intern and she said something. She goes, yeah, I don't think my Facebook is public. I'm like, no, it's private. And then she looks at me like, what? And I'm like, I look everybody up.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's not weird.
Yeah.
But it is weird. Like it's
Yeah.
so weird and creepy.
Yeah.
But I can't. I'm a nosy. I tell everybody I'm the nosiest person in the world. I have to know everything and I want information.
If I've met you in person, there's a
Oh,
good chance I've
I would-
scoured the internet.
I would before this job when I was at Comcast. I can say that. I can say that name as much as I want now. I used to look up every client,
Oh my god.
the owner of the company, and I used to look at their Facebook and everything.
Yeah.
Partly because I wanted to.
You wanted to see like what your in was.
Yeah, I want to see what my in was. If there was some like thing and they put on their animal
Mhm.
thing, I just go talk about animals. And partly because I'm nosy and I just want to see who is
Yeah.
this person? Who's this person owns this business? Really weird. We
Yeah.
live in a weird time where people
We
can know
do.
everything about you and think they know everything about you based upon whatever.
Yep.
So on that cool note, see you next time, crime fighters.